I'm with the Razorback soccer team. I'm a junior here, and this is my third year being at Orange Beach, and we're really excited to play our first game tomorrow. We play Alabama at 7:30 p.m.
Okay, Andrew, you want to go first?
Sure. Hey, Emilee, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. If you could a little bit just talk about kind of what is the motivation for the team and for yourself playing in a SEC tournament?
Being here, I guess the motivation would be doing something that our team has never done before. We've been able to accomplish so many things, and we've built this program into what it is now. And one of the things that we haven't accomplished yet is winning the tournament title. And personally, that's something that I really want to accomplish. I know the seniors that have been here, that have been to the finals every single year, they want to accomplish it. Freshmen coming in, that's something that they want to be part of a change. So we're working towards that goal, one game at a time kind of thing. So I think the energy coming to this trip is actually really good. We know what we want to do. We know how we have to do it. So it's just kind of a one step at a time, making sure everyone does their part and does what they can to help everyone win.
Yeah, and you mentioned this is your third year in the SEC tournament, and I guess you guys have been to the championship game several years in a row. I guess what does it mean for you guys to, if you were to get that actual title, what kind of difference would that make?
I think it would just be more exciting, honestly, than anything. It would be a huge relief to say we finally did all this work, and after all this time of getting so close and not being able to do it, it's kind of like, okay, all our hard work has paid off. We've been able to do it. We've figured out what has worked for us to be able to do it. So I think it's really exciting for me and for everyone else.
And I guess with some of the veteran players on that squad that have been so close to winning that title and not getting that, is that something you guys talk about with the younger players, or is it kind of something you guys ignore?
No, we talk about it because we want everyone to know that it is a big deal for us to make sure that we can accomplish that, but it's not like our main focus. Like the end goal is to go as far as we can in the national tournament afterwards, but this is just kind of like a cherry on top tree for us if we got there. So they know about it and they're excited to help us win and hopefully get to that point too.
Thank you.
Yep.
Will,
the upcoming matchups with Vanderbilt, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. What are we thinking about them, and how do you feel about facing them specifically?
I think we've prepared pretty well to play them. It's a fun game. We played them my freshman year, and they were the people that we lost to in the championship game. We played them earlier this season, and every year's a new team, just like we are. And I think we're all prepared. We're confident. We know what we need to do, and we're going in with good expectations and to be prepared for anything.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anyone else for Emilee? All right. Thanks, Emilee.
Thank you.
All right. We'll go to Coach. Coach, if you want to talk about the tournament and being at the beach, and we'll take questions.
Yeah, we're excited. Obviously, I think Emilee probably told you most of what you need to know. We feel we're in a good place. We know Vanderbilt's very good. They're very talented. They have a clear plan. It'll be a contrast to styles. We feel good. We feel like we're in a good place, and we're excited to play.
All right, Andrew.
Yeah, Coach, I'm just wondering, what is kind of the motivation for playing in an SEC tournament?
Yeah, I mean, we'd be silly if we didn't talk about it at all, right? Like, we've been in 6 finals. We want to win one. They want to win one. I've tried to let them know, listen, this is an important match, but it's an important match because it's the next one. We're not going to make it bigger or smaller than any other match we play. You know, Vanderbilt's a good opponent. It creates its own challenges, and we're just going to try to meet this challenge head on.
What's the key to getting over a hump like this? Sorry, Andrew, you want to jump back in there? My fault.
Yeah, getting over it. I mean, we don't even really – I get that that's the narrative. We don't really see it that way, right? Like, winning 3 games in 6 days, soccer's not meant to be played like that, and we're fine with that. We play hard. We probably play harder than most people in terms of running and distance. We're just going to keep playing and fighting, and whoever the next challenge is, we're going to try to meet that one head on.
You guys have allowed the fewest goals in the SEC this year. What's the difference in this squad's defense versus maybe teams in the past?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I think B. Franklin's playing quite well. The defenders are doing a tremendous job, and they're almost all new, right? I mean, Hauser started some games last year. Ellie didn't play. She was hurt. Mac and Ella weren't even on the team, and Grace wasn't on the team, right? So it's a new group. We lost some kids early. I think these kids adapted really, really well. And Sammy and John have done a great job with that group.
Yeah, and kind of speaking of those newcomers, you guys lost a lot of veteran players from last season. What's the key to preparing such a young squad for a postseason run?
Sometimes it's good, right? It's a new one. Like we've lost 6 straight, but a lot of these players weren't part of any of those. So we just say, hey, you got your own story to tell. Let's go tell it.
Coach, I'm sure you have a feeling on Riley being named SEC Freshman of the Week.
She's earned that, man. Her and Mac have been tremendous. I mean, they played almost every second as part of a defense that's given up 4 goals in 10 games in the SEC, right? And so that was probably overdue. I'm happy for her and think she was very well deserving of that.
Any other questions for Coach? All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.